make it a brighter place. It'll take creation, imagination.
Everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to Project Life by Stampin' Up! Tuesday. I want to share with you guys how to put a layout together just using designer paper. So I have this designer paper, and it is this from this stack in the Occasions catalog. It's this Tea Terrific paper, have a cuppa. It kind of coordinates with that stamp set and die that is the teacups, and I've used this a couple times on some cards, but I mentioned that I really loved the colors, the Bermuda Bay and the Melon Mambo and the yellow, and I really loved this design right here. And so what I thought I would do today is share with you guys a process video of me putting together February for Violet's album. If you're brand new to my channel, I do an album for each of my kids. This is Violet's album. I did the cover page. I'll link the card right up here. I did it last week. And I used the Occasions catalog, like these kit, to do this cover page. I don't have an album for her yet. I need to purchase it. But for my children's album, I do a simple layout every single month. So here is November. November starts her album because her birthday's in November. So it's just one layout. It's design A. This I did a insert because it's her birthday. So this is November right here. And then this would be an insert. This is all the extra stuff. Most months don't have an insert. Most months are just straightforward. Here's December. I'll pick 7 photos that from the month that have her in them, that are mostly her or about her story, and I'll put them in here. Same with January, and then that's how I do it. And I like setting their album up because it makes it easier for me. I can just drop their photos in and be done, and then I usually do the journaling for the albums closer to their birthday. Like around the month of their birthday, I sit down with their album, I start flipping back through it, I see if I'm missing any photos anywhere, and then I usually sit and do the journaling. So right here is February. I have my tab for February, and I want to set this up. I'm kind of working backwards, you guys. I set up April and May a couple weeks ago, and then now I'm setting up February. But what I did is I just picked this. I wanted this to be up here in this corner. So then I just picked a few designs that coordinated with that card. And then I'm going to speed some of this up, but I'm basically going to show you how I set this up, okay? I have a couple items that I've cut out that we're going to be using. I have some hearts and some flowers that I've cut out of basic gray cardstock because that's what coordinates, and then pool party. I'm going to be using my December paper pumpkin stamp set to stamp February. The items that I cut were from the heart framelits that are retired, I'm sad to say, and then this new framelit set with these flowers. And then I'm even going to be using a couple of our Project Life by Stampin' Up! Stamps. So I'm going to do one side at a time so that I can zoom in and you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to speed it up, and I'm just going to show you guys the process.
If you wanna play, make it a brighter place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say, yes, I am. Lead, inspire destiny. Require every dream to believe. Take the chance, lead the dance, and run with what is in your heart. Let the magic start. You're in charge. Yes, you can. What's the plan? Come on, let's do this and do it now. I wanna hear you shout. I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am
All right, so I've done this side, and you can see I did the title card. It just says February. I had thought I would put a circle right here, but it worked out better to just put a little heart. And then right here in the middle, I just did the stripes and the hearts right here. And then I just kind of rotated what I did. So I did a little gray heart here, I did the blue heart here, and then same thing. So now what I want to do is I want to do the exact same thing on this side. I just want to make it basically the opposite. So what I do is I first start by corner rounding my paper. If you have the Memory Keepers corner chomper, you can do probably about 5 pieces of designer paper at a time. You just have to make sure they all fall into that corner and they'll be fine. So then it's going to start here like this, and we'll lay it out first. So now you can see that the second card over is where I did the little heart. So I'm going to bring my page over here, and I'm going to put my heart here, just like that, okay? And then same thing, I'll take some of my hearts that I have here already cut and my flowers, and I'm going to add some of the blue hearts in. So I will put a gray heart here, and then I'll go ahead and put a blue heart here. We'll put a blue heart down here, and then the 2 gray ones up here. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut a gray heart. So this is a gray heart instead of a blue one. So let me do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, quick reminder. So this is how this looks, this side. And I have the gray hearts here. This is the blue heart. It has the gray flower here. And then I have a couple little pops of pink. So now on this side, I've done it the same. I have the hearts, but it's the opposite colors. So right here you see that I have the gray flower here, but then this is blue, and then this is gray, and then this is blue. But right next to each other, it adds some balance and some different color and contrast. So now I have this piece right here. So I went ahead and I cut this heart gray, and then I embossed it with this flower embossing folder, which sort of matches the the flower dies slightly. So I want to put that there, but then I want a pop of pink so that I can balance it out. So I'm just going to grab my little sweetheart punch right here, and then some pink paper, and then I can add this here, and then that will be my pop of pink for this side. So now my photos can go in. It was super simple to put this together. My photos will go in, and then for journaling, I'll go ahead and use my computer to journal on these cards since it's designer paper. I'll probably journal and then print it on vellum and then just attach it on here like that. Using designer paper every once in a while, like in the mix of using Project Life cards like this, sort of gives me permission to go ahead and use my computer for journaling. And then I don't always like my handwriting. I don't always feel like writing out my journal. I do prefer to type it. So I like to get a mix of both. And doing the designer paper sort of gives me that permission to go ahead and use the computer for journaling, and then I don't feel so guilty. I'm wondering if any of you guys out there, do you feel guilty for doing your journaling on the computer, or do you feel like you're not allowed to, that you should handwrite it? I think it's something that is sort of preached in this industry of Project Life and memory keeping to make sure you get your handwriting in your album. And my philosophy is do what makes you comfortable. If it's easier for you to do it on the computer, do it on the computer and be done. And don't feel guilty. So that's how I give myself permission to do that. And then probably the next layout will be March. So I think that I'll do designer paper again, because then the next 2 months, April and May, will be these cards that are just the Project Life cards. So I think that'll be a good balance. And then if you notice January, there's actually been a lot of just designer paper. I mean, all the way from November. Well, November was cards, and then December was designer paper, January was designer paper, February, and then March will be So I like to switch it up and use designer paper to get these layouts done. So this is my February layout for Violet's album. I'll have pictures on my coordinating blog post. You just click right up here to get to the coordinating blog post. It has photos that you can pin to Pinterest, and it has a supply list. If you want to pick up any of these items that I used, you can do that in my online store. And just a quick reminder that we are in the middle of celebrations. So for every $50 you spend, you get to pick out a free item from the celebration catalog. So it's a great time to spend $50 and get a free gift. Or if you want to get the very best deal for your money, you can join my team. You spend $99 and you get $155 in product, and it ships to you for free. So that's a great option as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back on Thursday, and we'll be talking about Paper Pumpkin this month. So thanks so much, guys, and I will talk to you later. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me to the very end of my video. I just have 2 other videos here that you can check out. I have the card that I created yesterday with the Rose Wonder stamp set, and then I have the title page for Violet's album that I created at the end of last week that I talked about earlier in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this really simple Valentine's Day layout, and I'll be back on Thursday with another video for you guys. Have a wonderful day.